Well, hello my felting friends. Welcome to this week's video. Now this one's a bit different. I did put a poll up a while ago about what I should felt like from a kit, and people were saying it's kind of split between doing some kind of animal kit and a picture kit, and then someone mentioned about buying one off Amazon and seeing what you get for your money. So I went onto Amazon and I found this kit. Now this, I have to tell you, is the cheapest kit I could find, and I do believe it came out at about £3.50 including postage. So as you can see, I've not opened the box. I do not know what's in there. I don't even know if this is going to make a video because this is really, but anyway, so we're going to open it together and we'll actually see what we get for £3.50 including postage. So I'm going to mute it for a second while I rip the packaging, and then we'll come back. Well, it's a bit like pass the parcel. We've got rid of the first one. Let's see what we get next. Apologies for the sound. Oh wow! That's not bad for starters, is it? For £3.50. Right, okay, well, let's see what stuff we have in here. We have some needles. So I will show you a bit later on, but we've got needles, so that's nice. Let me just move the box and then we can go through it together. So where did those go? I've just stuck to the box. Right, we have needles. I've really no idea. I'm assuming that's something to do with a picture frame, but I don't know. Look at this. 2 frames. And they don't look bad frames either. We get 2 frames. Let's put all this together so you can keep it on the picture. 2 bits of felt. Let's have a look with the pictures on. So this is a bit like I do, where you get the outline. I don't know whether it's felt or what. It feels really stiff actually. I don't know what it actually is. Can you? I don't think you can hear this. But they're quite nice. So we'll give them a go in a minute. Lots of colours, as you saw. Oh, a bit of a... Now, I don't know whether you've seen the video, whether it's out yet, about I'm doing a series of videos on needle felting, and I did about some packing foam in one of those, and I said I probably wouldn't use it, but people clearly do, because this is exactly the same. This is that, if you watch my video, I don't know if you can see, it's got right, but this is that packing foam. So, but hey, I'm not going to play for £3.50. We've got lots of different colours, as you saw. So I'll just get them out. I'm not going to get them all out of the packet, but I'll get one out of the packet. So there's some nice colours. Oh, we've got an extra pink one there. So we've got some nice colours. So let's just pick that blue one as it's there, and we'll open it and see how much wool you get. I see, seriously, for £3.50 plus, rather including postage, I can't get it open. I can't actually complain about this. Not that I was going to complain only because it's all good fun. So, well, you get a reasonable amount of wool as well. Look at that. That's a good amount, isn't it? Short staples, so that should be pretty easy to needle felt. I've got to get it back in the bag now. So I'm actually really pleasantly surprised. There is a link, should you want it. I'm going to go back and find it. I'll put the link under this video if you want to have a go at this. There's one more thing. I think it's just the sheet to show you. Oh God, I can't get anything out today. Hold on. Oh, I don't want to show you too much because obviously it's not my kit. But it shows you how to make it and everything. So, and the colour schemes and all that stuff. So what I'm going to do, this is really actually good value, but we'll see how it felt. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it all back in the box. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have a go, and we'll felt depending on how long it takes, 1 or 2 of these. I'll be honest, I'm probably not going to use their needles because they do have a selection though. I know you can't see, but they are different thicknesses, you know, quality, but I don't think I'll be using them. I'm not even sure they may have an oily residue or something on, and then that'll mark the thing. So I'm just going to leave those for now, and I'll put those away for emergency needles. But otherwise, and I still have no idea what that's for. Otherwise, we will put this away, and we will make one of the pictures. I say if I've got time, I might even do both. But what I was thinking, let me just move this box. Right, so what I was thinking was I might do one in their colour scheme thing that they say, I don't know which one, and then I might do one just by myself, just whatever I want to do with it. Obviously following the picture, but use my walls, and I'll compare them at the end and see what we think. But yeah, I actually think, honestly, for £3.50, including postage, you can't go wrong, can you? What a fab Christmas present. I mean, you know, for someone who's never needle felted and you want a nice little inexpensive tree present, I don't know whether you do tree presents, but we do, or an inexpensive present, then I don't think you could make a mistake with that. Right, so I'm going to put these to one side and I will get on and we'll have a go at making one of them. So I'll be back in a moment. Right, so I've made my decision and I'm going to have a go at this one. And if I can, I'm going to do voiceover. I'm going to actually talk through it, but if the sound changes, it's because I've had to swap to voiceover. But at the moment I've got the 2 main colours out to start with. So I've got a blue and a black, and I've tested my needle just up in this corner, and I've needed to get a 38 because it's really hard to get anything, your needles through. So we'll see how it goes. And because obviously I have quite a few needles and I've tested all different sizes, and this one is a 38, which is quite bigger. It's a lot bigger. The ones I normally use is a 40, so this is a bit sturdier, but it feels weird when I'm trying to needle felt, so we'll have to see how it goes through. Can you hear it's quite crunchy, just trying to get through this, whatever it is. I'll just keep going for a minute. You can see it's lifting the stuff off as well. I don't know if it's even coming through. It's no. We're having some fun attempting to get it to stick into the. I'm actually going to swap to a different mat. Bear with me. I'm swapped to the mats because I'm having to push so hard that I can feel myself hitting the table below. So I don't know whether to. I will persevere for a bit longer, but I actually think I would have a better time transferring the picture onto my felt, because my felt is like fabric, where this is like needle felting through cardboard. But I don't want to be defeated. It's no point in having a go and then stopping, is there? So I'll do my best for you. It's not the wool, I don't think it. I think it. I'm just. Let me try the multi-tool. I'm actually. I don't even know if this will work. I might have to be careful. I can get it to. I don't want to break my needles. It's very crunchy. That's a bit better actually. I think clearly you can do it without a multi-tool, but to be honest with you, life's too short and I have one, so I'm going to use it. I'll get it started with this. I'm not worried about the little stars and things, they're not really important, I can put those in afterwards. So I think what I'll do is I'll needle felt the black on, and then I'll go back over it in a minute with my multi-tool and just make sure it's tacked down thoroughly. Do I need to cover any patches yet? There's a bit there. You'll have to let me know in the comments below if you've bought, you know, kits like this sort of thing and had a go. If you have any other suggestions for kits, or you've seen anything on Amazon that you'd like me to have a go at, it doesn't have to be Amazon, but you know, if there's any weird ones on there that you think, don't know whether that I'd like to do that, but I don't know, then just let me know if it's not too expensive, because obviously I don't get any money or anything from the videos at the moment, and so I have to pay for it, which is fine. I don't mind doing that, or I wouldn't ask, but I can't go for like really expensive ones at the moment. But if you've got, you know, if you spot any that aren't too expensive, I'm very willing to have a go at them for you. But I've absolutely got enough wool here, I would think, to do both pictures. Because the other picture, it's only this one that's got the big black background. The other one has a sort of a blue and brown background, well, I can see from here. So you've got plenty of black to do this one. So I'll felt it down well off camera, then you won't have to sit through me endlessly poking holes in it. Sorry, I had to stop mid-sentence there for a second. Yeah, for me the problem would be getting in around all these little bits and bobs here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to felt up to this big toadstool and over this bit, and re-put the ones back in afterwards, because I do have the picture, so it's not like I can't see roughly where things go. So just to make life easier, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover it into black down to this line here where it goes blue, and I'm just going to go over all the little bits and bobs that you're never going to be able to get the wool round properly. So that's the black one done. Then now we move on to do the blue. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fill this all in with blue, and I'm just going to leave the big areas, and I'll come back later on and sort of put back in the little bits. So I'm going to just do this all with the blue now. So that's the two basic ones. So we've still got quite a lot of the blue as well, which is really good. So I'll stick that back in its packet and we'll move on to the next bit. I have obviously used my multi-tool and whacked it down well. So I thought I'd save you the sound of me needle felting endlessly and just do this bit quietly. So it's going okay. I'm going to have a go in a bit and see what it actually, because it's I'm not used to hearing the constant crunchy noise that I'm getting going through this stuff, which I'm sure some people love. Me, once you've done it a few hundred times, it's not quite the same as, I don't know whether you can hear the difference, but it's I find it a little bit annoying after a while, I think. But that's just me, that's got nothing to do with the kit, that's just how I am. So they want me to outline that in red, so I'll see if I can. The whole stalk looks like it's outlined in red. I'll start here and I'll stop off at that frill bit. Take some of those up a little bit. Try and make it look frilly. To save you from all the stabbing, I'm going to carry on and do some more, and then we'll come back in a minute. So we're getting there. I'm just having to use a little bit of artistic license because obviously I've covered up some of the bits and bobs, so I'm doing my best to follow the shapes and things that they've put on the picture. Going to move on to, I've got a couple of little mushroom things here that I need to do, and I think they're in a darker colour, so I'm going to grab my orange. When I finish this picture, before I completely finish it, I'm going to have a go with the mat they've got and the weird cardboardy whatever. I'm sure there's a proper name for it, but it just feels like felting through cardboard. And anyway, and see what the sound is, because I imagine it's going to be quite good. And now we're on to a bit of greenery, so I'm going to just pop it roughly where the picture suggests, but I shall do my own thing, I think, because it's far too fiddly to try and do their thing. So I'm just going to follow along as best I can. So we have a bit of a stalk going up here. Up past that one. Then we have some leaves, so we'll put my stalk on, and I'm going to pop some leaves on now. So I thought we'd try and see what it sounds like when you're going through this and their little mat as well. So I'm just curious how bad the noise is. I'm sure that doesn't bother a lot of people, but that actually would drive me crazy. So I'll be back in a minute. We'll put it in the frame and then I'll let you know what I think. So it's obviously too big for this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the backing board here that I've just taken off it, and I'm going to use that to draw around or cut round so that I can get it to fit. So I need to make sure I've got it upright so I know where I'm going. So I'll just get it roughly in the centre and then do my best to draw around the frame. That's alright, then I'll cut around this and we'll put it in. It comes with a thin film on it, so don't forget to take that off. before I get mucky. So I've got those out, and I'm going to wipe a few on this kitchen towel and see what happens. That one's not too bad. I can see, I don't know whether you can see, but I'll keep trying to do it in the same place and we'll see what comes up. If anything, I am getting little bits of, you probably are, there, I don't know whether you can see that better. We've got, yeah, so I think you could use these needles. I'm going to wipe them before I put them back anyway, so that they're not all disgusting, should anybody want to use them. Yeah, there's quite a lot coming off, can you see? I don't know how well you can see that. I hold it right up. But yeah, so if you want to use the needles in the pack, I would suggest you give them a good wipe first. But you get quite a few, so I mean, again, you know, I still think it's good value, and you definitely could use those needles. I would just wipe them first. So my verdict on this is, I think it's excellent value for money, really, really good for a beginner. You can't fault it. I would buy it just for all the coloured wools alone, and the frames. I think they were really, really good. They've got perspex in, obviously not glass, but no, I don't have a problem. I wouldn't have a problem buying it again, other than this. I don't like this stuff. It was horrible to felt into. So I would, if you're going to buy it as a gift for someone, if you want them to start needle felting or think they might enjoy it, I would suggest that you try and find some other thing to felt, you know, get them to felt onto. If you can get hold of a little bit of the 100% wool felt and pop that in with the gift, if that's what you're doing, I think that would be a very good idea. If you're buying it for yourself to have a practice, and you don't mind felting into slightly cardboardy feeling stuff, then go for it. Go for it for, if it's still about £3.50 and it's free postage. If it's free postage if you've got Prime, which I have, then I think it's a bargain. So I'm almost disappointed I'm pleased. But there you go. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, if you have any other suggestions for other kits and things, I'm willing to have a go, and I look forward to seeing you next video. So anyway, do let me know what you think in the comments below, what you think of this. If you have any other kit ideas, let me know, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.